What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome everyone to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Alright, let's go. Triple option all down there, go. Fuck it. Nothing, that's crazy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Blowouts in rivalry.
Let's go defense.
Factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Man, you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
To the ground with the back.
Oh my God.
Makes a man miss. Open space at the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Air Force's offense has its first opportunity of the day. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just...
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Still running at the 40. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They'll line up for a second down play. Using his feet. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Inside the 20. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Army! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's talk for a second about Air Force. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Mack. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Mikey Stadium on this 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Punt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Offensive line has got to do a better job of communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't leave your assignment.
You can just start to see frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
On the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now it's second and long. The big fullback's got it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense, got him at the 27. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Coffee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. To the air on second down. Got his man down.
Oh my God.
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Running with the fullback. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And the Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Mikey Stadium, alive, a wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. And that's incomplete, a defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground, fourth down coming up. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Black Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll try the left side. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Falcons in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete downfield. Gets away from one, finds some space. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Air Force. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Powers through. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Sweet punt there.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Jukes his way for more. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. The Black Knights have this offense rolling. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The carry going off right tackle here. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Coastal Carolina. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
He's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Under fire. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And this slant route you throw quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them with a wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drop it.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Gives it on the option. Hard running there. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Falcons will hustle to the line. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter. You're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to.
There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The run from the shotgun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll return it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Goes to the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it.